However, social media is not the only way of promoting your project. Let's talk about the other possible options. You can use newsletters to keep your community up to date. There are few platforms for creating professional newsletters, like MailChimp. You can use a simple email client to send an email with updates for those who are interested. So, what should you include in your newsletter? It can be project updates, community events, grant opportunities, even useful tips and fun facts. It is very important to ask people before you are going to send them a newsletter whether they want to be on your list or not. Otherwise, you can become a spammer. You can partner with other businesses, local orgs, unions, libraries, and media houses to market your project. Tag them in your posts, send them updates, comment under their posts, and show them support as well. This helps with creating stronger ties in the community, as well as building trust and support. Let's not forget about flyers, posters, mail, and bulletin boards. Traditional communication streams shouldn't be brushed off. As much as we all want to jump on the bandwagon of technology, we can't ignore the fact that we are in Athens County. Not everyone has broadband, let alone a social media account. You do not want to contribute to the already existing digital divide by focusing solely on social media. Make use of your traditional mediums. Post flyers, send physical mail, go door to door, post on the community bulletin board. Use community spaces to share information. This will make people more connected to your project. When designing posters and flyers, make sure to only include the necessary information: what, where, and when. Whatever you put on the poster should be easily readable, clear, and attractive. Do not go overboard with the design. You can use internet tools such as Pictochart or Canva to design templates. My favorite promotion method is word of mouth. You can never go wrong with locals talking about what's happening in their communities. People talk. Make sure you're a part of those conversations. In order for this technique to be more effective, identify the information distributors. Don't just tell your friends about the project, but share it with cashiers, bartenders, postmen, and people who are constantly out socializing. Everything is good in moderation. Try not to be intrusive and only talk about it if it's relevant. Otherwise, you risk annoying people. And do not forget about local newspapers. Depending on your target audience, most locals read the newspaper, and this would be a suitable media to utilize. Most newspapers would prefer you to write a press release with whatever information you need to be published, so all they have to do is post it. A press release is a special excerpt about your project, which newspapers and magazines can post. It's important that your project or event is newsworthy, something that happened recently or is about to happen and is interesting to the local community. The larger the media, the more breaking the news should be. If you want big media companies to write about your project, you have to create an interesting story that evokes emotion and is at the top of the current agenda. Invite media to your events, workshops, and project implementation. Let's talk more in detail about the press release. There are certain rules for writing a press release. It should answer the basic questions: who is doing what, where, when, why, and how. Put the most important information in the headline. For example, community members to conduct public art workshop series in the Armory Park 25th of August. Or, first inclusive playground to open September 12th on Palm Street in Chauncey. Next, place the information in order of importance. The structure should look something like this: headline, name of the event, date, and the news itself. Event description. Here elaborate on who is doing the project, why, where, and when. Explain who is helping you, why your project is important, and how it changes your place. Attach photos or videos, and of course, leave contact information. Proofread the release for factual and grammatical mistakes before sending. We should warn you against sending mass mail to media, for the same reason it would be a bad idea to mass mail sponsors. Write an individual letter to each media outlet. Call the editor if possible and ask whether they received the information and if you should expect a release soon. Wow, it looks like we have completed all 7 lessons of the online guide Athens County Together. However, we need to summarize everything to talk about how to measure your project's success, where to send completed practical guide for funding consideration from Athens County, and how to share your story. You all did a great job.